Once the world whispered a single name, a general, a leader, an emperor. Armies trembled at the sound of it. Kings saw it in their nightmares. He was born from revolution. From ashes, he forged an empire. And at the very height of destiny, he tasted the deepest silence of defeat. Victory was his native tongue. But every triumph has its price, and every rise must one day fall. History never forgets the moments when even gods must kneel. Now you will witness that final moment, the journey of a man who began with glory and ended in solitude. As thunder roars and empires crumble, a legend fades into eternity. The Fall of Napoleon. The year is 1815. A gray dawn spreads across the misty fields of Waterloo. French soldiers, drenched in mud, wait in silence. From afar, Napoleon watches. His eyes no longer burn with triumph, but with exhaustion. The wind whispers through the valley, carrying the weight of destiny. History is ready to write the final chapter of an emperor. Cannons thunder. The sky darkens with smoke. French artillery roars and the English lines answer back. Chaos consumes the field's shouts, explosions, the clash of steel in the rain. The earth trembles as two worlds collide, hope and despair. And in the midst of it all, Napoleon fights not just an enemy, but fate itself. On horseback, he surveys the battlefield. His face is calm, yet his mind is in turmoil. The map trembles in his hands. The plan was perfect, but destiny does not obey reason. Rain begins to fall. Flags rip in the wind. In that moment, Napoleon realizes he is no longer fighting Britain. He is fighting time itself. The French cavalry retreats. A flag bearer falls. Confusion spreads like wildfire. Once his army was unstoppable, now it crumbles before his eyes. Mud and blood merge underfoot. As the sun hides behind the clouds, the light of an empire begins to fade. Thunder cracks through the heavens. The battlefield becomes a sea of mud and silence. Napoleon steps down from his horse and walks among his soldiers. Their faces are pale, their hope gone. For the first time, the emperor feels the cold touch of surrender. His silence speaks louder than any command. The greatest conqueror the world has known now stands conquered. Night falls over Paris. Hidden beneath a dark cloak, Napoleon slips into the city. No crowds, no cheers, only silence. Through the palace windows, he gazes at a world that no longer belongs to him, the Emperor of Europe, now a stranger in his own empire. Inside the palace of Fontainebleau, candles flicker in stillness. Napoleon sits at his desk, the imperial seal before him. His hand trembles as he signs his name. A few words and an age. France will live without me. He lays down the pen, and with it, a crown, a dream, and the weight of history. A lonely island. Waves crash against the rocks. The wind howls through empty halls. Napoleon stands by the shore, his uniform faded, his gaze lost at sea. No armies, no empire, only memories and the echo of glory. But deep within his eyes, a spark remains, for legends never truly die. One morning, a ship appears on the horizon. Napoleon smiles. Hope returns, fierce, defiant. The sea wind fills his lungs and the fire reignites. From Elba to France, he sails to reclaim destiny itself. I am Napoleon, he whispers, and I will rise again. And he does, but fate has one final blow to deliver. Years later, on the lonely island of St. Helena, the sea is calm, the air is still. An old man gazes across the endless horizon. No throne, no army, no applause. Only the whispers of history remain. He closes his eyes as the sun sets over the Atlantic. The world grows quiet. An empire has fallen, but his name His legend will echo forever. Napoleon Bonaparte, born in victory, immortal in defeat.